So my name is Divija, and I live in Bangalore. Currently, I'm working in the space of corporate social responsibility. That's something that's very close to my heart. Um, I'm also someone who likes to live on the edge. I love music. I love adventure. Nature is something that basically fuels me. Self-awareness, growth. These are things that I'm constantly looking for in my life. Something that I've been very focused on since I would say, especially the last 7 years. I'm constantly on the lookout for different ways, different channels to approach, you know, um, sort of taking myself to the next level. NLP is something that I've been hearing about a lot and then sort of stumbled on and started to form a relationship with Thought Labs. I'm currently sort of in the middle of a 30-day online program, um, which I'm sort of using to, in a way, elevate my identity. It's NLP right now for me is a concept that I'm beginning to understand. The models, the processes that they talk about is something that I feel that I as a person can relate to. It resonates with me at an identity level. Um, I think what I'm looking for at the end of the course is to be able to basically build a relationship with NLP in a way that I can deepen my level of understanding with myself, make change happen for myself, um, basically look forward to a more positive identity and get closer to the person that I want to be. Say that I've started to realize that I've been thinking at a very high level of myself and for my life. In many ways, it's made me realize that I probably need to build more self-awareness to get there. Um, so the models of NLP, the channels of NLP are helping me sort of achieve that in a more focused way rather than to just generally have thoughts about these kind of things and figure them out myself. Um, I'm excited because I do see small changes in myself now. I think that I'm looking forward to rehearsing and repeating some of the things that have been working for me and to make them a little more permanent, to be able to access them more easily in the future. But I think what NLP is, it's a very free flowing form of learning about yourself and developing a relationship with the world. I think that's what's appealing to me the most. It's not tying me down or categorizing me or making me think a certain way. It's giving me sort of a boundary to play within. I love that I'm sort of right now, we're all in a pandemic, and I love that I have this to do while I'm here and learn and explore. Um, I like that sort of just by sitting here, I'm able to connect with people all over the world, something that we couldn't have done in an in-person workshop. So those are definitely two big highlights, I would say. Um, the other things that I've been learning are, I think we've started off this course by talking about things like identity, beliefs, values, very, very sort of deep subjects, very deep thoughts can occur when you start to think about these things. And they're very powerful in a big way, right? Um, so I think what's been amazing so far is how we've explored things in pieces and we've gone really in depth on different subjects. But somewhere through the course of the program, everything is starting to come together. Um, it's coming together sort of at an identity level for me, where I'm no longer sort of trying to understand why I'm doing a certain behavior or why I have a certain value. It's more about how all of this is summing up who I am, and is that where I want to be, and how can I get to another place if I want to change something. One way I'm suddenly starting to become very aware of my thoughts, the things that I'm doing. I'm starting to question a lot of my values, which has been a very interesting exercise for me. I think initially, for example, when I'm thinking about my values, I might say that, I value adventure or I value freedom. I've spent a few days thinking about that now, and I've started to realize that love and connection are things that are very strongly, constantly cropping up in my thoughts or in my behaviors or in things that I'm looking for at this moment in my life. I think sort of becoming aware of that is already creating a big shift in me. It's the biggest shift I would say is that I think I'm starting to understand myself better at this point, right? And where I'm at, I'm definitely starting to understand what I want better. I'm definitely starting to understand that I want to change and I want to change soon, and that I can do that, that it's very achievable, it's not hard. I think understanding myself better has provided me with the opportunity to basically, sort of assess my situations, assess my surroundings and my environment with a lot more clarity, I would say. I think also that it's definitely making me a more confident person. It's made me calmer in my head, for sure, because it's helped me stay more present, I would say, rather than to constantly look back or look forward or react, right? Which is, I think, the three things that I was doing for a while. I think personally, what I like also is that I don't feel like I use enough spaces to share how I feel about things like this. And it's not something I think me as a person I would voluntarily do that easily. I think it's been really nice to have sort of a safe group of people who are all thinking about the same things and doing the same things in their own subjective ways in their own lives. And to have that community to sort of share has been another really, really cool thing. The trainers like you, Vimala, and Matt, you've been very open, understanding people, and it sort of brought people's personalities out. In a way, it's comforting to know that we can talk to you and approach you, even for little things. So I think having that channel of openness with your trainer, it creates sort of a very motivating space to learn. Another thing that I've been enjoying about this course is that we've had so far 3 different trainers with us, and each one with their own personality and mode of teaching, and the energy that they bring. It's been very interesting to interact with all of you. Um, I think, if I were to talk about it more specifically, I would say, interacting with Matt has been very cool. I mean, I think it's great, like I said, to have an online platform where you can access people from around the world. And I think he brings a very different perspective, um, even in sort of the examples that he used, which sometimes, they've been Britain centric, but that's great to have global examples and to work on a global language, right? I think with Vimala, she's a very, very open and approachable person, and she brings a lot of good energy. She's a very high energy person, and it sort of puts you in that mood to want to have fun and want to learn, right? So it's been great to interact with Vimala as well. And interacting with Nishit has been really wonderful because he has a very unique style of teaching. He's one of the most unique trainers that I've met. His mode of sort of communication is very inclusive. He's able to basically break down complex concepts into a way that everyone in the group is able to understand. Um, I think the group is sort of in a very relaxed atmosphere when Nishit is taking us through different concepts. And I think that's because he has sort of a very calming way in the way that he approaches what he's helping us learn. He's obviously an extremely experienced NLP trainer, and it's sort of a great privilege, and I have a lot of gratitude to be able to access his knowledge and his expertise on NLP. I think that if you're in a space where you're looking to elevate who you are, if you're looking to amp up what you're doing, if you're looking to just sort of get something done that you haven't gotten done in a very long time, and you need a little extra push, I think NLP is a great way for you to be able to do that. I think it will also inadvertently, in a way, whether you like it or not, help you to know yourself better. It will help you to understand your relationships with other people better, and your relationship with the world better. It's brought me sort of closer to who I want to be. It's made me doing the things that I want to do easier. and it sort of helped me build better relationships with everything around me. My understanding of NLP was just one of these buzzwords that get thrown around. It's a very deep subject, and I think the way that Thought Labs has taught it is with a great deal of responsibility. And it's like what Nishit says, with great power comes great responsibility. And that's what NLP has really done for me. It's given me a lot of power in terms of who I am, who I can be, and sort of the relationships that I'm having with the external world. It's definitely sort of a life-changing subject. It's a pursuit of excellence in a way. It's a channel that gives you a way for you to be the best version of yourself, and I think that's what I love about NLP the most.